Well, last year when I did my first franchise review of that year, I did a fantasy franchise. Figured why not do it again for this year. Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So, for the next 3 days, of course, I'm going to be talking about all three movies in the Narnia trilogy, and we're going to start off with the one that started it all off, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. So, the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe stars Georgie Helen, William Moseley, Anna Powell, James McAvoy, Tilda Swinton, and Liam Neeson. And what this film is about, it's about when four kids are sent off to a professor's house because there's a war going on. They discover a wardrobe closet that leads to a magical place called Narnia. And they learn about a prophecy that they are supposed to stop the White Witch and save Narnia, basically. So, what did I think of the Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? This is one of my favorite fantasy movies of all time, and a movie that really gets overlooked, to be honest. Like, I'm dead serious. Like, a lot of people just pass it as it's good, but no, not me. No, not me. I think this is, honestly, one of the greatest fantasy movies of all time. I love this movie so much. It is so incredible. So let's get into my positives. And my positives with the movie are, first being, I do think the acting is really good in the movie. I think everyone does a really good job in the film. I thought the four kids who play the kids in the film were actually really good. I really enjoyed them. Georgie Helen, she was by far the best one out of all of them. She was really a delight to watch on screen. She was really good in this movie. And it seemed like she was definitely having the most fun out of anybody in this movie. William Moseley was really good too. I really liked him as Peter. Anna Powell, she was really good too. I very much enjoyed her as well in the film. Yeah, and the other kid, I somehow forgot his name, but he was pretty good too. I liked him as well. So yeah, all the characters were really good in this movie. I thought all the kids that played the kids in this movie were really enjoyable. And they did a very good job in the movie. Tilda Swinton as, the villain of the movie, the White Witch, she was really good too. I thought she was very intimidating and present in the movie as this villain. And she was really good, and I very much enjoyed her as well. James McAvoy was really good as Mr. Thomas. And this was the first movie I ever saw him in, little fun fact. And he was really good. I really enjoyed him in the movie, and I thought he did a very good job as well. But the one that gives by far the best performance, and no doubtly the best performance in this entire movie, is Liam Neeson as Aslan. Liam Neeson as Aslan is so fantastic. He does a phenomenal job in this movie. I don't think they could have picked a more perfect person to play Aslan. Like, seriously, Liam Neeson was perfect for this role, and he was fantastic. Absolutely love him in this movie. He does such a great job in this film. Then that goes for the rest of the acting as well. The rest of the acting is really good. Now let's get into the action sequences. Man, do the action sequences feel epic in this movie. And that's what you're supposed to do with a fantasy movie. You're supposed to make your action sequences feel epic. And that's exactly what this movie does. The action sequences are indeed that. They are epic. And they're amazing to watch on screen. Absolutely love the action sequences with this film. They're so well shot, and you can definitely see what's going on the entire time, especially for a kids movie. You know what I mean? I believe this movie is PG, and it's great. Like, it still feels like, a fantasy action sequence, even though it's a kids movie. It still feels epic and grand, and that's what I love about that. So yeah, just the action sequences are grand and epic with this movie. The way they just embody Narnia, just the atmosphere of it, is phenomenal. I absolutely love the world of Narnia and how they present it in this movie. Narnia has to be one of the greatest fantasy worlds of all time. Like, I would seriously put it up there with Middle Earth. I absolutely love the world of Narnia. The world of Narnia is so fantastic. It's so beautiful, and just the way that Andrew Adamson just embodies it and, like, you know, presents it on screen is phenomenal, and it's so gorgeous to look at. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love the world of Narnia, and they do such a great job in this film of presenting that world to you. I thought the music, there you go, the music was really good in this movie as well. I really liked the music in the Chronicles of Narnia. You know, the music was really good. The score really fit with the film. You know, you gotta have a really epic score with a really epic movie, and that's exactly what they do. It had an incredible score with this movie. I absolutely love the music with this film. The writing's really good too. I really like the writing with the film. You know, the directing was really good too. This movie, like I said, was directed by Andrew Adamson. Funny enough, before he did this movie, he did the first two Shrek movies, actually. And to go from, like, those animated movies to go to an epic fantasy film like that, is quite impressive, to be honest. He does a very great job directing this movie. It's very well shot. The cinematography is absolutely beautiful with this movie. So yeah, he does an absolutely great job with the directing with this film. The pacing is really good too. I really like the pacing with the film. I thought it moved at a nice, natural pace. There was never a time where I was bored in this movie. You know, the movie's 2 hours and 23 minutes, and there was never a time where I was bored in this movie. There was never a time where it felt slow in my eyes, and it was just so perfectly paced, and I was so invested in this movie 100%. Guys, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, to me, is without a doubt one of the greatest fantasy movies of all time. I really love this movie. It is such an incredible film. And it's time for my official grade on The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And my official grade on The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is, of course, an A+. Now, I know some people wouldn't give this movie that grade. You know, I know there probably are some people that are like, whoa, maybe that's a little bit too high for this movie. But I love this movie. This is, like I said, this is one of my favorite fantasy movies of all time. And I do think it's truly one of the best in its genre. It's absolutely a fantastic movie. I think it's very underappreciated. I love this movie, and I will love it forever, to be honest. It's such a fantastic fantasy movie, and one that really gets overlooked in its genre, in my eyes. I really do think so. It is phenomenal, and it deserves an A+. So, what did you guys think of The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Leave in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 599, and we'll see you all tomorrow for my review for The Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. Peace.